Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Diamond Moment. I'm your host, Luciana Cordero, and today I'm here with Jacob Rohde. Hi, Jacob. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your trajectory as a fighter, how this process has been, and kind of like the anticipation for the Battle of Tampa Bay. So I wanted to start by asking you, how did you get into combat, like in combat sports, and how long have you been competing for?
So actually, one of my buddies randomly texted me over the summer. I've only been doing this for about 9 months, and he just asked if I wanted to go try it, and I just said, "Yeah, why not?" And I fell in love with it immediately.
So technically, you've like recently started. Have you ever competed before, or is this your first competition?
So this is actually it'd be my second one. I competed about little over a month ago, and I won that fight. It was awesome, great experience. Just and this was coming up. I said I'd take it, and here we are now.
And now that you've already had like a previous experience, how was that? Like, how were the emotions and like the preparation different from just like regular training? Like, what was it like to actually be in a competition?
So in the competition itself, it was like it everything went quiet for me. I know it's funny to say because you hear people say it all the time. I always thought people were joking around or just a little bit over their head when they said it, but no, it really is. Like just you can't hear the crowd. You have everyone cheering. You look back on the videos, everyone's being loud, but in the cage itself, you can't hear it. It's awesome.
Yeah, and well, martial arts are very like individual because it's like you against someone else. But I guess that there's like a whole team behind you as well. Like you have a lot of people to support you. How do you feel about that? Like, do you feel like you have a strong support group?
Oh, 100%. The guys that I train with, they push me to my limit every day, and they make me better every time I go in. So I have nothing but love and respect for those guys, and I really do feel like they helped me succeed as much as I have in the 9 months I've been training.
Sounds great. And yeah, a great part about this sport is that it really helps to build a community and kind of leads to my next question. I wanted to know if you have any like mentor figures or someone to guide you in this process of being a fighter.
Yeah, definitely. The three main ones. My parents, the guy upstairs, and my coaches. They're those three main groups right there. Those are the one that's really been guiding me through all this.
Yeah, and is there any specific type of martial arts that you like focus on, or do you range between like you cross train and like fight in different styles?
So recently, I've been cross training, doing a bunch of different stuff, but my primary focus is definitely, standing up on the feet, Muay Thai, kickboxing, that sort of art right there.
Yeah, and how important do you think it is to learn like skills from different types of martial arts and
Oh,
the sense of like being a full fighter?
everything you do in martial arts is important. I strongly believe that no matter what you do, it will help. And if you are going to compete or just everyday life, it's that discipline. You're going in every day, working your butt off every day, and it helps. It really does help in every viewpoint.
Yeah, I love that you mentioned discipline because this is a sport where, yeah, you're fighting and you're like throwing the punches, but you're also receiving them, and there are a lot of times where you get knocked down. So what do you do to like keep standing back up at like every time?
My thing is when I first started was I knew I was going to get hit. I knew I was going to end up on the ground at some point. And if I was that type of person who wouldn't get up after being on the ground, then this isn't for me. So I went in with that mindset and I got hit on the ground and came right back up. So I knew right then and there that this is going to be something I love doing.
Yeah, and this is a very physical sport, but it also takes a lot in your like mental health and like your psyche. So, how important do you think, I guess, that it is to not just train physically, but also train like psychologically?
Extremely. Like I said before, those three main sport groups, my parents, my coaches, and the guy above, those whenever I'm in my head and I just, I can't seem to get out of it. If it's a day at training where I just couldn't get a hold of anything or just anything. I talk to one of them. I always think talking to somebody helps every problem you have.
Yeah, and like it does help a lot, and it helps you like put like everything into perspective, I guess. to be able to like keep staying up, which kind of leads me into like the different challenges that you've had to face. Is there like a specific way that you approach them, like every time that you face a challenge?
Every single one of my challenges, I kind of approach in the same manner of keep my head high and keep my mind open. Something's going to happen in life, no matter what you do. You know, if that's fighting or if that's just driving on the road, you're going to have a challenge ahead of you, and you got to overcome it somehow. So no need to really dwell on it. So just keep moving forward.
Yeah, sounds great. And also, like, there's a lot of preparation that comes into this. Like, you can't just like face someone with no previous like training and expect to win. So I wanted to know, how have you been preparing for the upcoming Battle of Tampa Bay?
So I'm doing a bunch of different stuff right now. Still focusing on my striking, focusing a little bit more on my ground game, and I think that might be one of my strong points. Is since I've been focusing so much, my ground game has been really well. But I'm always going to try to stick with my stand-up stuff and just do cardio. That's probably one of the biggest ones too. A lot of people say it, but man, it's the truth. If your cardio isn't where it needs to be and your stamina's low, you're gonna have a rough time out there.
Yeah, and kind of like I wanted to know as well, like mentally, in what position are you right now that the fight is like so close? Is there something that you tell yourself before the fight, or is there like any like routine that you follow before a big fight?
So not really. I mean, I haven't competed so much to really fall into a routine yet. I mean, I try to stay calm. Going into my last fight, I was super calm, and that was my first one. So I was nervous, but not nervous to where I was freaking out. I think it was just stepping into the cage for the first time type nerves. But this time, I mean, I think I'm going to be prepared for it. The routine have is the routine I'm going to continue to have throughout training, which is just going in, working my butt off, going home, getting some rest, and repeating the next day.
Yeah, it looks like you have already like established how you're like approaching this. And I really wanted to know, what expectations do you have for the upcoming Battle of Tampa Bay?
Well, you know, like everyone, I expect to win. I expect to go out there, give it my best, give it my all, and get my hand raised at the end of the night.
Amazing. And well, we talked about your expectations. What do you think that we can expect as an audience when seeing you fight in the Battle of Tampa Bay?
I mean, I'm there to put on a show, so I'm gonna go out there and give it all I got, and I just hope that the people in the crowd and the fans, they all enjoy that. You know, there's plenty of other guys on this card who I know are just gonna be standing and banging. So hoping we can compare with some of those guys.
Sounds amazing. And we're close to finishing this interview. So I wanted to ask you if there's any advice that you would give to people who are trying to get into fighting.
Just do it. Just do it. Honestly, just that was what I did. I picked up that phone. I said, yeah, why not? Let me go try this out. And if it's meant for you, you know it's meant for you. You know, it's all about the emotion with it. If it's something you love doing and it's addicting, then you got to keep doing it. You know, it's just got to have that type of mindset.
Right. And kind of like never give up, just keep pushing.
Exactly.
Yes, and just to close up, I wanted to give you a little space to invite our viewers to come and see you at the Battle of Tampa Bay. Is there anything that you would like to tell them?
Guys, you guys should just come out and support everyone. You support the fighters, and you know you're gonna watch one hell of a show from everyone out there. Everyone's got some sort of heart if they're going out to fight in front of hundreds of people.